I'll give you another example of something that happened to me in my life where I realized this at an early age. And I think it's something that has helped me become successful and to raise the bar on what my goals are in life, right? And what I think I can attain and where I want to go, right? And it was when I was 17, going into my senior year, 17 going on to 18, I got selected for the junior Olympic team to play baseball. There was one of 64 kids in the country to get selected. It was a great honor. At that time, I had not heard of him, but there was a kid who was already drafted number 1 in the nation that was going there. He was 18. He was a senior. His name was Alex Rodriguez. And anybody that knows baseball knows A-Rod, right? And all the success he had. But before all that, he was an 18-year-old kid going to the trials to go play baseball. I was going to compete against him, right? And I just remember flying out to Texas, and my dad came with me. Thankfully, he came with me everywhere, and it was great. It was good support. But he couldn't come with me into all the meetings. They just kind of got thrown into the fire. I remember the first day I got there, and we had to sit in this big room, and there was 64 kids. And you see some people that are just like jumping around, like laughing, looking like they knew each other forever, like super comfortable, having fun. And I was just like sitting in my seat, just kind of like looking around, scared, nervous, excited, all kinds of things. I was also thinking like, which one's Alex Rodriguez, which was really cool. So like, I'm kind of looking around and seeing some of the guys, and I'm thinking, a few of the guys that are jumping up and laughing and having a blast before it starts is him. Surprisingly, it wasn't. Alex actually was really quiet, sitting down in the back of the room, just kind of minding his own business, focused, getting ready. And I thought that was really interesting, being that he was the best player in the country at that time. He had already been selected as the number 1 draft pick for the Seattle Mariners. And he also had a full ride going to the University of Miami. And it was the summer before, and he had to make that decision. But so, in any event, the point is, once we got going, there were people there. Some felt comfortable, some not. Everybody there was super talented. And the first day out, we started to go and take batting practice. We were catching balls in the field, just kind of going into a rotation. And, I mean, nervous isn't even a word I could describe. There was this feeling inside of me that was, yes, nervous, but there was this almost like this high of like excitement, of like opportunity, of just like, wow, like pinch yourself kind of thing. Like, dude, like this is great, like make this thing work. And all of a sudden I started to feel pressure on myself, and I started to like really like want to do well for this. There was like 250 pro scouts or 250 colleges at this thing. There was tons of people. We were in San Antonio, Texas. It was really hot. It was the summer. I think like on the field, it was like 115 degrees. It was hot. And these guys are taking batting practice. And all I hear is, and these guys are like mashing the ball, like just crazy mashing the ball. And they were big guys. I was probably one of the smallest guys there. At the time, I think I weighed about 155 pounds. I was 5'11", and I was tiny compared to these guys. They were just mashing. And with every swing of the bat, I like crumbled, because I was looking at how far they were hitting the ball. Like just, it was unfathomable, right? Like think of Alex Rodriguez going to a cage with a metal bat, not a wood bat, a metal bat, and just taking batting practice. I mean, balls were flying. It might have gone over two baseball fields. I mean, it was just massive. And I started to doubt myself, like, do I belong here? I hadn't taken one swing. I have not even been on the field yet. And I had doubt in my mind. I started to get scared. I started to think, I can't do this. How am I gonna do this? Right? And it really messed me up. And I'll tell you something that I did that really worked, which was I took everything that I had for preparation and I went and I focused on me. I stopped watching other people hit. I went, I watched me and only me. Because by watching other people and the success they were having, it was hurting me because it was making me feel like I have to be like them. But I got there because of who I am, how I played. I was selected because I was a pretty good player, right? I'm not them. But because I'm watching them and seeing all the success they're having, I'm thinking I have to be. And now what's going to happen is if I start to try to do what they do, which I can't do, right? It's just not my game. I'm going to fail. I'm going to try to do something outside the realm of what I'm good at. And I'm going to fail. And the moment I was able to just turn off everybody else and focus on me, everything changed. I did well, but in my own way. Maybe I was a guy that hit line drives over shortstop. Maybe I was the fast guy that could steal bases. Maybe I was the intelligent guy, right? Baseball IQ. Just a lot of things that you bring to the table that are different than somebody that can just mash a ball over the fence, right? And I did all right. I did all right. I held my own when I was in the cage, and when I was throwing, I was there. Like I belonged there. It wasn't like, that kid sticks out. He doesn't belong here. And it was really like a powerful thing for me to realize really early in my life on how to try to be successful in high pressure situations where you don't let the moment define you. And it really is just staying within yourself and focusing on who you are, what you're good at, and just knowing your stuff, knowing who you are, knowing what you're good at, and then just doing it step by step. That's what got you there. You focus there, and you will be successful. If you try to be somebody else, that's where you get into trouble. And that worked out well. But the thing I noticed was even A-Rod was insecure. I mean, Paul Konerko was there, right? Another home run leader in the American League. At one point, I think it was Alex Rodriguez, Paul Konerko, and Mark Teixeira were the top three leaders in home runs in the AL at one point in the major leagues. And I played with all three of them, right? And it was kind of cool. At that time, I was done playing baseball and in the working world, but it's cool to be associated with those types of people, right? And when you see there's three people in the world that are leading the entire American League in home runs, and you were somebody that stepped on a field with those kind of people, it gives you this sense of, well, if they're successful, why can't I be successful?